And welcome back into 302 Sports. Let's wrap up the first night's action. As you can tell, it's kind of quiet here in the gym as people are leaving. All matches wrestled. Let's talk about tomorrow's semifinals. First off, in the semis, Slade will bring 7 wrestlers to the semis. Sussex Central and DMA each have 6. St. Mark's 5. St. George's and Cesar Rodney with 4 in tomorrow's semifinals. It's going to start at 106 pounds, where number 1 seed Ben Donato of Cesar Rodney will take on number 4 Austin Decker of Sussex Central. I believe this will be their 4th meeting of the season. And then number 3 Cole Perrin versus number 2 Mason Catania. And this is going to be 3 or 4 meetings between them as well. Both these matches were conference finals last weekend. 113 pounds. We had an upset here. Number 1 Gabe Campanelli of Slade. He'll be in the semis. He's going to see number 12 seed Jace Diaz of Polytech. Number 3 Nathan Moore of Laurel will face number 7 Mason Farrell of Lake Forest. So 4 and 2 go down at 113 pounds. At 120 pounds, it's Malachi Stratton of Sussex Central, and he'll take on number 4 Zach Derbyshire of Salesianum. And then in the bottom half of the bracket, number 6 Tommy Arms versus number 2 Cliff Backus of St. Mark's. At 126 pounds, number 1 Anthony Andrews of Sussex Tech will take on number 4 Hobie Gibbons of Indian River, rematch of last Saturday night's Henlopen Conference Final. It'll be at least the 3rd or 4th meeting between these two. And then number 6 Jade Meath of Sussex Central versus number 2 Dominic Lucien of Salesianum. At 132 pounds, number 1 Evan Cordier of Sussex Central will face number 4 Leo Marini of Salesianum. And then number 3 Gavin Monday versus number 2 Aaron Menachella of St. Mark's. At 138 pounds, number 1 Trevor Copes of Cesar Rodney will take on number 5 Gavin Sheehan of St. George's. And then number 6 Jasmine Sneed of Delmar will face number 2 Piero Papilli of Delaware Military. At 144 pounds, 4-time state champ Eddie Radicke of Caravel will face the freshman number 4 seed Bam Cordell of St. George's. And then in the bottom half of the bracket, number 6 Jackson Grandel pulls the upset for DMA, and he'll take on number 2 Jerusalem Howard of Lake Forest. At 150 pounds, number 1 Nick Walker of Cape Henlopen will face number 4 Nick DiTomaso of St. George's. And in the bottom half, number 3 John Rovillard of Sussex Central will take on number 2 Ricky Jewell of Salesianum. At 157 pounds, Dustin Elliott of Sussex Tech takes on number 5 Alec Baxley of St. Mark's. And number 3 Cruz Moda will take on number 7 Sloan Wakuji of Wilmington Friends. At 165 pounds, number 1 defending state champ Jacob Ebal, St. Mark's, will take on number 5 Bennett Brubley of Sussex Tech. And number 6 Justin Ryland of DMA will take on number 2 Jason Hogart of William Penn. At 175, all seeds held, number 1 Frankie Norris of William Penn will take on number 4 Javian Chandler of Indian River. And then number 3 Ryan McCorak of St. Elizabeth will take on number 2 Luke Spohr of St. Mark's. At 190 pounds, number 1 seed Braden Renato of Slade will face number 4 Tegan Gretkowski of Smyrna. And then number 3 Jeremiah Eastburn of Concord will take on number 7 Israel Russell of Polytech. At 215 pounds, number 1 seed, 2-time runner-up Patrick Donahue, Cape Henlopen, will take on number 5 Dion Austin of Cesar Rodney. And in the bottom half, number 3 Brock Rose, the runner-up last year at 285, will have his 4th match of the year with number 2 Zakir Roberson of Del Castle. And then at 285, number 1 Eli Joaquin Torres of William Penn will face number 4 Jaleel Settles of St. George's. And then Tristan Cooper of Cesar Rodney, the 6th seed, he'll face number 2 Kale Deningres of DMA in tomorrow morning's 285-pound semifinal. So quite a few upsets here, some mild upsets, some big upsets. We got a 2 going, we got some 3s going. All the 1s have held their seed. Tomorrow we'll be back. I think wrestling begins at 10 with semifinals at 11 a.m. You can watch them on the NFHS network. Tomorrow, after the conclusion of the semifinals, hopefully Nick Alessandrini will be down, and we will wrap up the semifinals and talk about our final preview. And then tomorrow night, Dan Rigby and Scott Cameron will have the call in the finals that you can watch on the NFHS network. And Nick Alessandrini will have the interviews back in the corner of our 14 state champions that will be crowned tomorrow night. So Join us back in tomorrow night. Start tomorrow morning. More action tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have some interviews. We were a little crowded around here tonight, so it was hard to get some interviews done. But we'll try to get some guys on the mic tomorrow and get you some coverage down here. For 302 Sports, I'm Benny Mitchell. Have a good night.